if both of these articles failed, that we would, no means no, and that we would have to close Sandown Central. And that was according to legal counsel. And so if I get a different answer from somebody else, but we asked that specific question, and it was interesting because one is a school board article and the other is a citizen's petition. So I believe we'd need one of those to pass in order to keep the school open.
Mr. Cantone, and then, sir, you're next.
I guess my question is to the school board. Is Article 4, was this warrant article generated by the school board?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
It
Okay.
was voted on and approved by the school.
Voted on and approved by the school board. Okay, so just I want to understand the school board's thought process. We were told at the Budget Committee meeting related to the closing of Sandown that it was a strategic initiative to close the school. One of our concerns was that closing the school was a kind of a knee-jerk reaction to the downward pressure on the budget. So we were assured, because I asked a question, that the school committee thought that this was strategically the right thing to do, that the impact on the children would be minimal, that it would either free up funds for other programs or it would reduce the tax base. On that basis, the Budget Committee would have no reason to oppose the closing of Sandown School if it is strategically the correct thing to do and it's a cost reduction. So I'm with you so far. What I don't understand now is the head fake that we've been given. If you thought it was strategically the right thing to do and you proposed that in the Budget Committee meetings, why are you now generating a warrant article to keep it open?
I can't speak for the whole board on this, but the thinking is that this again puts it back in the hand of the voters. You are correct that from a strategic standpoint, we talked about the reasons why we would want to close Sandown Elementary School. It is a very expensive school. We pay more cost per pupil at Sandown Central than we do at any of the other elementary schools and so on. But again, we understand this is a very sensitive issue. And so, and we have not voted one way or the other yet, but this again puts it back in the hands of the voters. If they are willing to make that expenditure, then they can vote for this article and we would continue to keep the school open. Does anyone else have anything to add to that? I'm
Or
sorry.
there is an alternate, there is
Donna had something to
another
say as well.
opinion.
Hold
Or-
on a moment. First, we're going to recognize the gentleman that's here at the microphone.
My name is Eric Byrant. I live on G. Ardani Lane in Sandown. My question is the other side of this bill and regarding intent. Were this to pass, we would have Sandown Central funded for one more year. We would have a brand new kitchen. Is the intent of the school board to then look, because this is a strategic closing, look the following year to close Central again after we've already spent nearly $500,000 on a new kitchen? Or will the school board and the administration commit to balancing the student populations between North and Central in keeping Central open? And does that even make sense?
And I'm going to answer for the school board in terms of recommendations. If we were to take this $416,245 and renovate that school, if we had done it last year, I made this point earlier, I wouldn't have made that one of my recommendations to meet the budget number this year. So to your point, with a brand new kitchen, in terms of as population increase, in terms of the kindergarten level, whatever, looking to balance off the population into two schools perhaps, certainly makes a lot of sense. So that would be a direction we'd be looking in. I certainly would not be recommending to close a school 1 year after putting a brand new kitchen in it.
I see. So just to be clear, you're saying that if this passes and the voters approve a new kitchen, then there will be no more efforts in the future to close Sandown Central?
I can only speak to the near future. I can't, down the road, I mean, you addressed this back in '09 or whatever, but I think, if we invest, we invest. So you don't invest and then throw away your investment, right? So I know Mr. Rolfe, and I don't want to put him on the spot, but I know that many things have been put off at that building for a number of years at Sandown Central. I say to him every time I'm there, you need a new sound system in your gym. right? I mean, they're at a musical performance, and he's been respectful in a sense, we haven't done that kind of work there because they've always thought it was gonna close. Well, if we commit to keeping it open, we put a brand-new kitchen in, and we said, we need to invest in that property, and give those kids, I know it's just 4th and 5th grade, but it's 2 years of your life, they deserve the same facilities that every other kid in the Timberlane Regional School District enjoys. And I don't believe that that facility, it needs some attention. But to your point, in terms of investment, that's one of the reasons why they perhaps weren't making the investments in that particular facility in recent years.
I see.
And it needs some attention, without a doubt. And
So
the kitchen-
this vote then would be a commitment then to keep the school open. This investment would mean that the school stays open for the near future.
Speaking on behalf of, for myself, as a superintendent of schools in this district, I would not be recommending to do anything other than work on that investment, and certainly, if the voters want that, and that's what they decide, and we put a brand-new kitchen and we start investing in that building, I think that's the commitment. And I'm telling you, I'm giving my word, I would not be making the recommendation to close that building, given that.
Great, thank you.